The next speaker is Joseph Ledbetter.
Not to be short on handouts, there's one for the clerk and one for the manager and one for all the voting members. I think there's one for Chad too, so feel free. Governing body, first off, I want to thank District 5, I won't say a name, for mentioning Highcrest, and that we have a very important event coming up this coming week. And I have the pleasure of getting to be the president of Highcrest yet again, and I really appreciate the people out there. I like working for them, I like helping them, and we had a very vigorous forum, again, as per usual, in this campaign cycle. So if you ever have a chance to attend one of those, they're worth it. I want to, what I'm passing out is, this is a document that we handed out at the March 11th, 2005 JADO meeting. And I would really appreciate if you'd take the time to at least look at that. And, are you okay? And understand where we're coming from as a group, that we have suggested a number of changes that need to be made. And this is probably not exhaustive. There's probably more. But we know that they've taken an RFP, or they're going to have an RFP to address concerns about JADO and some of the dysfunctionalism that's been going on for years, and some of the lack of accountability and transparency with GoTopeka and how they handle that money of $5 million a year. I want to point out on the record that last year there was a RFP that GoTopeka submitted for a 3-year contract, and they stated in that RFP that they would be subject to CORA in that new contract. They are subject to CORA whether they like it or not, on everything. If there's an exception, it might be medical records. I'm not looking for medical records. I don't think they've got them, but I couldn't care less about some of the things they claim that they need to accept. I want to know where $5 million a year is going, where it's been, and I also want a copy in our group. I don't want to say I all the time, forgive me. We want a copy of all their minutes going back at least 5 years. We want to know what they supposedly have done with all this money. And the minutes is a clear record of where you go. And I didn't have to go to law school to learn that, but I took a course called Business Associations, a very good course, very thorough. And that is the first place you start in an investigation of any organization, is look at the minutes. That's probably why they don't want to give them to me, but I'm only conjecturing. We met with the manager today, 6 of us, and I appreciate his time. I know he's very busy. It was very good exchange of ideas and concerns. Some of the things that we put as our concerns are that we are really tired of the lack of public input into how this money is being spent on economic development. That's what our topic was, and JADO. We are very disgusted at any involvement in elections by the Chamber and GoTopeka, since they're both funded by public funds, and that's a record. Those are sworn statements that Doug Kinsger signs every year on his 990s, and that money is being transferred at almost $1 million a year to the Chamber of Commerce. I find no legal reasoning for that. I don't find it in the contract. I don't find it in any minutes of JADO or any budget approvals that they have permission to do that. It needs to be addressed once and for all. We're concerned with the high amount of overhead going to their organizations of about $2.5 million plus, possibly as much as $3 million going for overhead to run this program. And we want an exhaustive audit of what's going on with our money at GoTopeka / the Chamber of Commerce, because both seem to be funded by public money. I don't need any further time. I think I've stated it very clearly on the record what our group wants, and we look forward to seeing that happen this year. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments.